Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's a beautiful day here in Florida. I didn't know if I was going to make it because I had some RV repairs going on. It was supposed to be this morning, supposed to happen this morning, but it didn't happen this morning. It happened right when my premiere was going on. Hey, Megan. Yeah, it was literally right at 2 o'clock. The RV repair guys show up. So right when the premiere was going on, I had RV guys crawling around my camper. I think the good news is they fixed the problem. I had 3 issues. Misbehaving badly minivan. Hey, how's it going? Misbehaving in my minivan. Let me get that right. Linda Barker. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Millie and James. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, this is the second attempt to try to get RV repairs done, and the first attempt they wanted to come at 9 a.m., which I go to work at 6:30, so that breaks up my day. I can't stay. I can't like take the first part of the morning off and then go back to work. I have to take the whole day off, and so I said, hey, can you come back later? In the day, make me like last on your list. And they said, well, yeah, maybe. So they never showed up. And then they rescheduled for today, and the same thing. I said, can you make me like the second in line instead of the first in line? Because the first in line would have been 9 a.m. And that messed up my day because I go to work at 6:30. So I said, that way I could take a half a day off. So that's what I did. I took a half a day off, and they still didn't show up till 2. So pretty much I could have worked at least 6-7 hours. Oh, well. But they came. I had a problem with my DC power. It wasn't kicking on when the shore power went out. Like I had a couple of storms come by, and I lost shore power, and then my DC power didn't kick on. So it was really weird. So they found that. They said they found it. Said it was a bad relay or something like that. And I had some noise coming out of my air conditioner a little bit, sound like a bearing was going bad. It was a little scraping kind of sound. And it's all under warranty, but it's still a hassle. I got to take off work. So they didn't have a new AC motor. Hey, Ray, how's it going, man? Thank you all for coming in from Going Green Mom and from RV Weekends and from Voyage. I forgot the name of them. Life Voyage, something like that. Forgot it already. Appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, it's not that bad. It was just the timing. That's all. Right when my premiere was up, I like to be on my computer so I can type you guys and hashtag you guys real easily and say hello and be all social. But it's hard to be social when you got guys in your RV going back and forth, and And then I told them I had my computer on. I said, "Tell me if you're going to turn off the power so I can shut off my computer." Sure enough, they shut off the power on accident, and my computer was on, so that's not good. And so they had to disconnect the shore power, replace a relay. They can't replace the AC part, and I had a countertop that went bad. And I had the replacement countertop. Grand Design sent me a replacement, and they were gonna install it, and the countertop is damaged, so they can't install the countertop. But for me, the most important thing was my DC power working, because when I'm on the road, I need DC power to run my refrigerator while I'm driving. It doesn't run the refrigerator; it controls the pilot light and turns on the propane when the temperature gets too warm, in which the refrigerator runs on propane when you're not connected to shore power. So I need that most importantly. The AC still works. It's just making a little bit of a sound. He said they'll probably get that in 6 weeks or something. So that's not a big deal. And the weather's good. I'm not even using the air. I got the windows open. My screen door's open. I can hear the Harleys going by, heading to Daytona. That's right. Tomorrow morning, going to Daytona again, to be live on Main Street, Daytona, so you can see the Harleys driving by and maybe get some live action. I'm going to be there real early so it may not be nothing happening that early. But I think the video footage is always better because the quality's better. So when I edit a video and play it back. So if you guys didn't see the other video, go check it out on my channel. I got like 1 day visit, half a day visit to Daytona International Speedway, where all the motorcyclists were, and the vendors, and the people selling attire. So I'm going to be heading back tomorrow to Main Street, Daytona, then over to International Speedway again, and then back to Destination Daytona in Ormond Beach, which was packed last weekend. It was great. I had a great time, but I didn't get to spend a lot of time on Main Street because somebody kept me up real late on YouTube about 4:30 a.m. last Sunday morning. So I didn't get an early start last Sunday. So tomorrow, I'm going to get an early start. I did get a little sun. I'm working on it, Ray. I'm working on it. I rode my bike 6 miles today and did my little workout. So I'm working on getting some sun on these arms. Might have to do a little manicuring with the Grizzly Adams going on here. I got Italian in me. Hey, I got a lot of Grizzly Adams things going on. But yeah, I got a little bit of sun today. I went outside and worked out in the sun, rode my bike in the sun. When I work out for my job, I have long sleeves, so I keep my body covered up for work every day. I don't want to get overexposure. But when I'm going to ride my bike, I'm going to get some sun on my arms to compete with Ray. So yeah, and yeah, I've been working out really hard. I'm working on it. But what's going on for this weekend? I mean, what are you guys up to? It looks like. What happened to the Raid Parade too? I mean, hardly anybody, it wasn't a big crowd like it usually is. I wonder what was going on. I was surprised when I only saw 2 videos up. Megan, I checked to get the link to pin it. I was like, 2 videos? That's not good. So hopefully we'll have more videos next week. I'm going to be working on my next cooking video. Let me get it for you. I got some ribs, some pork ribs. Oh, I got some key lime pie too. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in last night to my my marriage night. I had a great time that you guys were there, you and DJ hanging out. I appreciated your input and your honesty. It meant a lot to me. Roy and Becky have no internet. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. I'll put the link there in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome. Yes, key lime pie. I already have a piece. I already had a piece. It's good. I didn't buy any whipped cream. I forgot. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think, on the surface, if you mention that topic, people think they don't need it or it'll be boring, right? Talking about men, how men should treat their wives. Most people think they have a great relationship, but when you dissect it, you'll see holes in your relationship where you can improve. And I mean, most people don't want to admit it, but we all can use improvement in our marriages. So, I mean, a lot of people don't want to admit that they need help, but I mean, it's good to get help for your marriage. I mean, it's great. And the book is doing all the teaching. I'm not doing the teaching. I'm just sharing my, shortcomings. I'm not using my psychology. I'm using the book. So yeah, get that movie, Fireproof. Yes. And Megan says there's always places. Absolutely. We'll never be perfect. So that means we always can keep working, striving to do better, to be better human beings, and you can use some of that on women, period. I mean, it's teaching men how to be sensitive and be able to listen to what a woman is meaning, not necessarily word for word, but the meaning of what they're saying. Because I'm guilty of not listening like that. I just listen to the words instead of what the intent is. So what's going on? Hey, traveling granny, Tracy, how are you today? You're working? So listening only. Okay, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I almost was going to have to do my live on my phone because I had some RV technicians in here, disconnected the power, replaced the relay. And the good news is that they said they found the problem, which is great because I need DC power when my power goes out, because something happened. A storm came through and I didn't have electricity. So when I don't have electricity, I don't have a water pump and I don't have shore water here. I have water from my freshwater tank. So I need electricity to turn on my water pump from a battery. My battery power wasn't getting to my water pump. And of course, I can't flush the toilet. And my refrigerator won't run without the electricity on so it can turn the propane on. And my fans won't run. My lights won't run. So I needed a DC power. So I'm hoping it's all good. They said it worked. So it's working. We'll see what happens when the first power outage happens. So I hope you guys can do a favor for us all who participate in the Raid Parade. If you can spread the word about the Raid Parade, get more people in here, it will help out a lot. For us new YouTubers, we need all the help we can get, the most exposure. Matter of fact, I gave 2 business cards to the mobile techs, the mobile RV technicians. I said, look, you don't have to watch my videos or something. Just go in there and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And maybe they'll cancel them, but at least I'll get a subscriber. So I'm always trying to get people to watch my channel to grow it. Do I lose power often? Not often, but I haven't went through a summer here, so it's not unusual to lose power when you get a thunderstorm coming through. And in the summertime in Florida, that's every afternoon. Typically, every afternoon we'll get a lightning storm. Doesn't necessarily mean the power goes out, but it's not uncommon to lose your power. And sometimes it's not uncommon for it to flicker and then still stay on. But to lose the power for half an hour or so is not an issue. Hey, Sheila, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you so much. All right, I said Sheila, and my Siri came on. My Siri came on. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to book some more campsites at Bahia Honda right now for next year. And I've missed 2 days. I set my reminder and it reminded me, and then I didn't do it and I forgot. And the clock struck 8 and I went, I missed it. So I did try one time and I did not get a site, but I'm going to keep trying. So tomorrow's another day. Hopefully I'll get another try tomorrow. Yeah, they don't know, but Siri came on and said something like, what do you need? So, yeah, I'm trying to book some sites in the wintertime at Bahia Honda, which is the most popular time of the year because of the snowbirds. Everybody loves to camp in Florida because they can't camp up north with all the snow. So they come down to the warm weather places. Yes. Fingers crossed you get a spot. Yes, thank you. My sister's trying to get a spot and my brother's trying to get a spot. And then we're thinking about camping in the Everglades next winter. Ray says, hello, Sheila. Badorf. I hope I'm saying that right. So I don't have any camping trips in March. Can you believe that? No camping trips in March. I'm kind of missing it. But I am enjoying my weekends going to bike week. So tomorrow heading to bike week. I'm really enjoying that. I definitely miss my big motorcycle. Badorf is right. Thank you. Thank you. And word on the streets is that Canada borders will be open in September. Yay! Yay. Just in time for winter. Yay. September. Wintertime. So yeah, daylight savings time is this weekend. So you gotta move your clocks forward. You get to lose an hour of sleep. So yeah, that means Saturday night, be aware. If you got something planned early in the morning on Sunday, you gotta move your clocks ahead. Usually our phones do it for me. Our phones do it for us. So I don't have to worry about it. And I don't have to get up early on Sunday. So anybody doing anything this weekend? I think I'm going to go visit my grandkids on Sunday. I haven't seen them in a couple of weeks. And I miss them. They're so much fun to be around. So I'm looking forward to that. Probably not helping your booking process. I don't think it matters. It's always busy. I'm used to the busiest times of the year trying to book the sport mini lobster season, and I've never camped there in the winter. I would love to do it, so that's what I'm trying to do. And the thing is I'm not tied to any date, so I can just keep trying every day, and then boom, if I get it, it doesn't matter. I can take off. So I'm already planning for next year's Christmas time and time off. I have the clock in my car and one in the house to change. Everyone remember to check smoke alarm batteries too. Thank you. Yes. Yes, love the grandkids. Yes, I'm going to show you pictures now. I'm going to show you pictures. I'm even going to show you a video. Oh no, I deleted it. Because I'm trying to make room for. No, here it is. This was I have 4 grandbabies from my daughter. Here they are. I'm in their back pool area. Watch what she does. She is such a sweetheart. And she's a cheerleader, gymnast, and all that stuff. I got to do another one here. Why does it do that? I got to do another one. She says, "Are you shooting video?" Yeah, I'm doing video. Yes. And that was only like 3 of them. She's got 4. And I have another one that I grew up with. What a beautiful boy. He's the best. A matter of fact, let me do something here. I'm going to share screen of a video that I have. I made him a YouTube channel so he can watch whenever I'm not around. He can watch me. And so, like I said, I created a video YouTube channel just for him. So whenever I'm not around, he can watch me. Oh, so I made him let's see here. Let me pause it and then I can screen share it. Let's see here, share screen. I need to work on sharing files like you guys do. So check this out. He calls me Whoa. So here he is trying on he's watching YouTube with me. We're watching some Metallica. Uh-oh. Look at that face. He's like, what is that noise? What a kid. Let me move this. Let me move this to the funniest. He puts on my work boots. There he's putting on my work boots. You going bye-bye? You going bye-bye? Are you going to go to work now? There he goes in my work boots. Work. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's great. Grandkids are all different and unique. I have that little boy, he talked before he could talk. He would just ramble on like he was talking and no words would come out. And on my other grandson, he just goes, That's all he does. He just goes, That's all the talking he does. It's totally amazing how different they are. That fence will keep them out of the pool. Plus, they all can swim. My daughter is a infant swim instructor, so she teaches infants how to swim. She teaches infants how to swim. So she's definitely and her kids are tough as nails. I mean, they run head onto each other, bump heads, they jump on a trampoline. They do everything wild and crazy, and they get hurt all the time, and they just suck it up and keep going. So, and they have a little kid that's just turned 1, and he's already tough as nails. It's just the craziest thing. It's a perfect example of the contrast of constantly be worried about your kids getting hurt and shelter them from having certain kinds of entertainment versus letting them go have fun, and they learn so much as they go. They get hurt, yes, but they just are so experienced because they can handle it, because they're not like, oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. So I'm like, oh my God, the kid is right next to that plate glass window and jumping on the couch, So I'm like worried sick about him, but yeah, I grew up here in Florida, born here in Florida. I never remember not knowing how to swim. We had a swimming pool, and we just always knew how to swim. I mean, I was never afraid of water, ever. Now I, scuba dive and stuff, and it pays off, because when I've been scuba diving, I've been in situations where we're scary, and I'm like, okay, panicking doesn't help me. So how do I figure out how to get out of this? I've had fishing line or whatever branches stuck on my scuba tank, and it's way back there, and you can't reach it. So you literally have to take off your buoyancy control vest. You have to take that off, and then you still have the regulator in your mouth, and then you have to undo it and then put it back on. That's why they train you how to do that. When you're taking lessons, they teach you practice doing that in a swimming pool. You take off your vest with the tank on it and keep the thing in your mouth, or they take the thing out of your mouth and you have to put it back in, or you take it out and you have to find it and put it back in. Take off your mask. You have to put your mask back on, all underwater, because of a situation like that. So it's good to get experience. So I started my kids in swimming lessons at 2. Well, she does it at infants. I mean, these kids are like 6 months old and they're learning how to swim. It's pretty crazy. And swimming is next. Yeah, swimming is next. It blows my mind when I work with a guy. My work partner doesn't know how to swim. He's 55. He doesn't know how to swim. That doesn't compute. I was like, how do you don't know how to swim? All you got to do is float. If you just take a breath, you'll float. It's inconceivable to me to not know how to swim. Yeah. So I love the water. I love the ocean. I just had some issues with motion sickness, but I've since gotten better. It's one of those things to where if you want to have fun out in the ocean, you got to keep pushing to do it, and you start to adapt and get better. Your body starts to do better with the motion. My parents lived just off a lake when they were super little. I wish we had infant lessons here. Yeah. I don't know how she does it, but somehow she lays them on their back. They figure out how to lay on their back, or they roll over and flip on their back, and their mouth is up. The only thing out of the water is their mouth, and they do it. It's incredible. I've seen them. I've seen them do it. Hey, Nick Picks, how's it going? Nice to see you, Nikki. Right, Nikki. Nice to see you. Native Floridian here. Can't imagine not knowing how to swim. I know. It doesn't compute. It's like not knowing how to ride a bike. Similar. I mean, everybody has a bike. Or skateboarding, roller skates. When I was a kid, we roller skated. You know, we had with the ceramic wheels. That's how we, and some metal wheels back then when I was really little. Yeah, Nikki. Yes. Nice to see you, Nikki. I really enjoy your videos. You do a good job. I like watching your videos. I'm a little envious because I haven't been to Disney in so long. And I used to have a lot of Disney videos. So I need to go back and get more Disney videos going on. So Florida Chick Adventures. Hey, how's it going? Born and raised in Florida. All right. All you Florida natives, tell us where you were born. What city were you born in? I was born in Titusville, Florida, which is a road a couple miles. So I'm on the Space Coast, straight across from the Kennedy Space Center. So I live in Central Florida, East Central Florida. You're welcome, Nikki. And Megan says, hi, Nikki. And so Florida Chick Adventures, Port Charlotte, Florida. So help me out. Where is that? On the Gulf Coast, right? I'm guessing because it sounds like Fort Myers area or something like that. Okay. SW, Southwest Florida, still here. Good. Yes, I'm still, like I said, in the same place I grew up, just a couple miles down the road. I'm in a town called Mims, but it's literally, the border is 2 miles down the street. The hospital I was born in and the hospital that my kids were born in is about 3 miles down the street. So Nikki says, Tampa, while dad was in college, but lived in Palm Beach County the rest of my life. Okay. So you're in South Florida, down north of Miami. Believe it or not, Loxahatchee, Florida, west of West Palm. Okay. Cool. Southern Florida. Believe it or not, I used to cut grass. I had some lawn contracts for a short time down in South Florida. I went as far as Pembroke Pines off I-75, the Sawgrass Expressway. And I did a bunch of lawns in between Coral Springs and the horse place. I forget what the name of the place where all the horses are. I lived in Orlando during college for a few years and came back to Port Charlotte. Cool. So you're on the Gulf Coast. I was over at Fort DeSoto the other weekend. I lived in Loxahatchee for a while. My mom's family lived out there in the 60s. Cool. My parents were from Massachusetts. My dad moved here in the 60s to get a job out of the Kennedy Space Center, and he succeeded. He retired at the Kennedy Space Center. I worked out the Kennedy Space Center for almost 10 years before I, looking back, made a dumb decision to go start my own business. Wish I hadn't done that, but I'd be over 30 years there. Yeah, Fort DeSoto was pretty cool. Other than I had bad weather there, you know, I didn't get to explore as much as I wanted. I wanted to go to Treasure Island. I didn't get to go. The weather was too bad. It was drizzly and windy, but I did get some footage. I have some footage on my computer that I'm going to be editing, but it's going to be a while because I'm about 2.5, 3 months behind on my editing on purpose. I like keeping the supply back there so I never run out of footage. And of course, when I'm making cooking videos, it does cut into editing my normal content. So I can't put out as much content as quickly as possible. But also I went back and put in some different videos in between to make them more current. Like I did St. Augustine out of chronological order. And I just did Daytona last Tuesday. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Sheila says, hey, Nick's Picks, we've lived here since 1990. Okay. I was born here in 65. So that my parents were there obviously before that. I don't know the year they came here, but I would believe it would be probably like 1960 or so, from Massachusetts. And I've never been to Massachusetts. The farthest I've drove north was Canton, Ohio. I went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I used to be a serious football fan. I've been there twice, and I loved it. The Pro Football Hall of Fame was great. I've been to Snowshoe, West Virginia, snowboarding in West Virginia. I loved it. I've been to Snowshoe the most times of any ski resort. All right, the summer of 69. What a great year. Summer of 69. If I could only remember that kind of time. My mom and grandma came here in the early 60s from Laguna Beach, California. Cool. So Sheila, 65, same year as me. So yeah, we're old, right? Pretty soon we're going to be dying. But we'll be living till we die. We'll be hanging out, living till we die. So cool. So let's see here. What is some of the greatest places you've ever visited? I mean, what is your favorite place you've ever visited? Let's see here. Nikki says, my dad's ancestors have lived in Florida since the 1750s. Mic drop. Yeah. Mic drop. Okay. Nikki, remind us not to invite you to the party. Because you just wipe the floor with us, right? Wipe the floor. Stop, just a number. Okay, we got to hang out, Nikki and all of us, and Sheila and Linda and Florida Chick. Don't know your first name, sorry. And Megan. We got to go hang out and have a party and do some mic dropping. We can find a topic that somebody is really good at so that everybody gets a chance to drop the mic. That's funny. So yeah, I remember I got to go to the Grand Canyon, man. That was so cool. I've never been out west. Other than that, I flew all the way to the Grand Canyon. So Florida Chick Adventures is Jessica. Welcome, Jessica. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate your participation in our hanging out on Friday afternoon after the Raid Parade. So Jessica, if you didn't catch it, go check out the Raid Parade. You can find a link in my last video, or I might have to repin it because it was in the live chat. So if you go back to the last video just premiered, was a cooking video, a surf and turf video. There is a link that you can click on after you watch my video to the next video, and then there should be a link in that video to click on to go to the next video. So they call it a Raid Parade. So we raid everybody's premieres, so we keep the party going. So let's see. Yes, I'm not sure I have been around so many natives before. That's cool, huh? Because how many times have you heard that from people who say, a Florida native, whoa, that's rare. Well, it used to be rare. Well, they're making Florida natives every day. Party on my floating tiny house. Yes, absolutely. How many people can we fit on your floating tiny house? We'll definitely drive over there. I need to make another reservations to Fort DeSoto because of the bad weather. I didn't get to do any kayaking, which is a drag. I always want to go kayaking every place I can. So I definitely want to go back there for that. Right now, where I'm at, There is plenty of room for a big party. It's not the most visually pleasing area, but it's a convenient location. I'm literally 300 to 400 feet from US 1, and um, Daytona Beach is about 45 miles north. Cape Canaveral or Canaveral National Seashore is about 15 miles east. Cocoa Beach is another 40 miles or 35 miles south. Port Canaveral, to take the cruise ships, it's right around the corner. Orlando is another 45 minutes away. Orlando International Airport. Thank you, Megan. Need Megan. She's a moderator. She knows how to do that stuff. That's the Raid Parade link. Okay, was it Jessica? I already forgot your name. Let me find it. Yes, Jessica. There's the link to check out the Raid Parade. So it's 42 feet, 600 square feet. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for a few people to hang out and turn on a stereo and have a cooler and maybe some snacks. Definitely. We can do it. Don't forget Tracy. All right, Tracy, where were you born, Tracy? I think I have an idea of the general area you were born, but I may be wrong. I'm basing that on your accent. So I'm not that good at being accurate with locations from where accents originate. But you have an accent that seems to be British. Am I wrong? Please correct me. Oh, you got me now. At Florida Chick Adventures, Jessica, we abandoned our dreams of a houseboat when young son was diagnosed with autism. I hear you, yes. Speaking of autism and children with special needs, I worked with children with special needs for almost 20 years at my church. I was a volunteer in the class where there were children with special needs, so I can empathize with that, the difficulties of life-changing events. My heart goes out to you. I pray that everything is well. Everybody's saying hello to Tracy. Traveling Granny is Tracy. So say hello to Tracy. Traveling Granny is a dear sweetheart lady. She's very dear to my heart. I appreciate her so much. And because she has prayed for me for so long, I've been going through something really difficult, and she's been praying for me. So I appreciate her very much. I've been praying for her. And she's a good friend, so I appreciate her. As Megan also, appreciate you, Megan. Go check out my video, and you can see all about it. We just towed it to its location, 2-part video. Cool. Yes, go check out Florida Chick Adventures. Check out her video on her houseboat. Very interesting. Tracy said I was talking about don't forget me when you all get together. Okay, yes. Well, stay in the loop. Stay in the loop, and we won't forget. Thank you for the little icons that you sent me. I appreciate it very much so. Ricky is going to be 18 in a few months. We are dealing with guardianship now. Cool. I know that's difficult. I know that is. I know somebody who has to deal with that when they become adults. Several people. Matter of fact, I know some missionaries. They live in Peru. They live in Lima, Peru, and they have a child with Down syndrome. She's the sweetest heart, sweetest thing. I grew up with a boy on my street that had Down syndrome, so I grew up around it. At the time, I didn't understand it and know all about it. I was ignorant. But as like I said, as I've been around children with special needs for all these years, I began to act normal. You begin to be familiar. And I think one of the things that I take away from it is treat them like they're normal kids, don't feel sorry for them. Treat them like they're wonderful, normal children. Am I buffering, or is that on his end? I don't know. Tell me, am I buffering? I can change my Wi-Fi if I need to, because I'm with the cheap Wi-Fi right now. have to head out. Nice to meet everyone. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Jessica, for stopping in. I will forget your name. I'm going to try to remember it. Jessica, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you very much. Port Charlotte, Florida, in the house. Have a great weekend. I'm going to Bike Week tomorrow. Party on, Garth. Party on. So, how is the buffering? How's the buffering doing? Is it just Megan or is it everybody? Is it me? Later, Jessica. Later. Isn't that funny how some of our terms stick around and other terms don't? Like killer dude. No, we don't say killer dude anymore. Killer man, killer dude. Well, Megan, that's before your time, right? We used to say killer dude all the time. Killer man. Just join your channel at Florida Chick Adventures. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. So Nikki, does Nick's means Nikki's pictures? That sounds like it. And I see your logo. Looks like the Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle. That's cool. You did a great job with that. It's very creative. Looks great. I like it. All right. So the internet seems fine on Nikki's end. Cool. Nikki, did you get to see the premiere? Oh, Tracy is British. Thank you. I'm glad I guessed right. I'm always a little concerned that I might say the wrong thing because I'm not traveled experience around the world. It means I pick the things I want to share. Yes, logo is Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle. Yes. I grew up here, like I said, to where we were only, like I said, 45 minutes from Disney World. So, I mean, as a kid, that was the greatest thing to go to Disney World. You know, I loved going to Disney World. We didn't go all the time because we had 8 kids, and that's a lot of money. So we didn't go all the time. But when we went, it was a big deal. You seem to be back on my end too. I was lagging in premieres, so it was probably me. Okay. Yeah, this source, I have a hotspot from Visible. I got one of the cheapest phones you could buy from Visible. I think I paid $60. I still haven't made a phone call from it. It's just my hotspot. So I pay $35 a month for that. And then I bought this, and it's through T-Mobile, which is an AT&T tower. So I really wanted to have a cell signal from Verizon and a cell signal from the AT&T towers. So hopefully I'll have more signal. If that one doesn't work, I can use this one. When this one uses, this one is high speed, but it throttles after 100 gigs. It's throttled. So I use it sparingly, mainly for uploading videos when I'm in a rush. So it'll take a video that would take 12 hours to upload at 3G, and it'll upload it in a half an hour or an hour. So it's pretty cool to use. I try not to use it unless I have to. So let's see here. Megan says, yes, I miss Killer, but I don't remember the 80s at all. You're not that old, are you, Megan? You look very young. So my logo used to be in a pair of Mickey ears, and when I went to do t-shirts and such, it was coming up copyrighted. So I thought this made the point, but not everybody catches it. True. I didn't catch it from a distance. The reason I caught it is because on my screen, I'm highlighting you, and it makes your logo larger. So I'm catching it now, but I didn't in the past. I think mainly because I focused on your name. Your name is cool. I like your name. It's very attractive as far as catches my eye, makes me want to look at it and pay attention to it. So it's a very good name and a very nice logo. So I remember all the 80s, but not so much the 90s. Yeah, me, I remember it all. It was a great time. I really like the 70s music. I mean, the 80s goes without saying. I mean, it was the greatest time in music in our era, I think. Um, but there was a lot of music I hated in the 80s. I was not a fan when pop music moved from rock and roll to glam. I don't want to say glam, to move to what I call fairy dust or feather, like flock of seagulls. I'm not a fan of the flock. Anything with predominant keyboards, I was not a fan of. I was not into that kind of music. So when they started playing it, thanks, friends used to call me Nixter. Nixter, okay. Nixter for that's a cool name. Nixter's cool. For mixer, I wonder what that means. Nixter. Maybe we don't want to know. Laugh out loud. Well, the late 90s, early 2000s were foggy for me, but I don't remember much of anything before 13. So 96 and earlier is pretty much a black hole. Okay. If you're in K&R live streams, they are bringing the nickname back. Okay. I need to go check out K&R. I mean, I check them out sometimes if I'm remembering the right live stream. Are they the ones that say what makes you smile today, or what made you smile today? Is that the ones? Because I've been in their live stream a couple times, and I've commented. I pick up more popular culture from the 90s. Okay, just Nikki in the house kind of thing. The Nixter, cool. Yes, yeah, they're fun. But yeah, I mean, in the mid 80s when Madonna started hitting. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Madonna's music, but when the flock of seagulls and all these British rockers or British people came over, that type of flowy, feathery, floaty, organy kind of music, I wasn't a big fan of it at all. I did not like it. Matter of fact, I called my radio station, my rock radio station. I think it was 1985 or something. And I was 19, 20, I forget. And I said, "What is this music you're playing? This is not rock and roll." And they said, "That's what everybody wants to hear." And I said, "Okay, well, it's not rock and roll. You say you're a rock station. This is not rock and roll. This is everybody wants to change the world." I mean, the lyrics are fine, but I don't know, not into that. I'm into rock. I like classic rock. I like heavy metal rock. I like thrash metal rock. I like country southern fried rock. Leonard Skinner, Molly Hatchet. I like Metallica, older Metallica. I don't even know the new Metallica stuff. Once Metallica made the Black Album, I quit listening to them. I wasn't a big fan of it. I went to their concert. I think I went to their concert once or twice and didn't like the newer stuff. I don't know what time they go live, K&R. But they go live, I think, when I go live sometimes, or somebody else goes live. I can't remember. I don't remember. But, again, I've said this many times. As a creator of content, I just can't be in all these lives. I got to create videos, and it takes a lot of time to create videos. It takes a lot of time to create videos. And if I'm making 2 to 3 videos a week, I can't be in all the lives. I went through all stages from Violent Femmes to Duran Duran. Yeah, I was not into that. Oh, hi, James and Millie. How are you? Nice to see you. Been a long time. It's been, I don't know, 40 minutes. Nice to see you back. Yes, rock and roll. I like jazz too. I just got turned on to Gino Vanelli. I forget his full name, but if you ever watch Rick Beato, YouTube channel. Love Rick Beato YouTube channel. I don't watch it all the time, but sometimes he does a series called "What Makes This Song Great," and he'll dissect an old song, and it's great. So I love all different genres. So he was doing the top 10 or the top 20 drum fills of all time, and he does top 20 guitar solos, all that stuff. Hey, Nikki, thanks for coming in. Thank you very much for participating and hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please come back again and watch more of your videos. See you later. So let's see here. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. No problem. Just having fun. We're all having fun. We're all having fun. So I'm just glad I was able to do a live because of my RV stuff going on. Misbehaving in my minivan. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling older than dirt now. Well, you can't be older than dirt. You cannot be older than dirt. You know, just think. The whole earth and everything in it is all the same age. Now, something may come to be like seen through an earthquake or something, might seem new. It's a new formation. It's not really new. It's always been there. It just happened to make it into a different form. It's like you go outside. Okay, now we're going to get deep, right? If you go outside, Ray, and you grab a handful of dirt, that dirt has been around since the whole earth has been here. Or maybe it was a rock before and got pulverized into sand. You know what I mean? You only as old as you feel, Gwen. I'm sorry, Megan. That's not true. You're old as you are. You can feel like in my brain, I feel like I'm young, but in my body, I feel like I'm old. Hey, Van Life Rocks. I got distracted looking at conversion vans. Woo! Nice. Conversion vans. Oh, man. I'm good where I'm at. I'm just paying down debt as little as I can and hoping no other outside expenses jump on me to interrupt that. So I just had to make a 6-month payment for my truck insurance. And then in a couple more months, I got my 6-month payment for my RV insurance. So that's coming up. So I'm trying to pay down debt. And I've been making big chunks. Last month, I made a $1,000 payment on one of my debts. I basically have 3 debts. And I'll have this one debt paid off, I would say, in 3 months. This time I couldn't pay $1,000 because of the RV repairs coming. Even though it's under warranty, I got to wait to get reimbursed, that kind of thing. And I don't know if they're going to pay the trip charge because I had to pay $175 just for the trip for them to come out. So she was talking about the music. Yes. I love all music. Believe me, I love it all. I just enjoyed the 70s because that was when I became musically awoke. Listening to Neil Diamond and all that stuff in the 60s. Love it. Yay, debt-free would be nice. I'm working towards it. I will have probably 2 debts paid off in a year. So the one should be paid off in 3 months or so. And then I'll work on the second one. Hopefully that'll be a year. I don't know. I might look at other ways to make some more extra income. I try to ask for overtime at my work. Really, you guys look to downsize weekend RVing. Are you looking to downsize weekend RVing? Millie and James, are you looking to downsize? They're asking. Inquiring minds want to know. Yes. And Ray, I already did my bicycle ride and my workout, so I don't have to do it after because I took off work early. And I actually did some errands. I did my workout first, rode 6 miles, came back. I actually did some grocery shopping on the way home from work. I needed some more potatoes to make some French fries. So I did that first, and then I went and got some more fresh water for my freshwater tank. And I was waiting for the RV tech. So I did all this waiting for the RV tech. Let's see. Yes, debt-free would be nice. Let's see. Let's see here. Megan says, I listen to mainly country, and 60s and 70s typically feel older than I am. You guys, you realize how old country is and how long country has been around. There's some kind of graph or chart I saw on Facebook where they show a graph of the popular musics from the early 1900s, and country music has always been there. Great minds think alike. That's right. Hey, James Cantonese, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Sorry I couldn't interact when my premiere was going on because I was on my phone and guys were coming in and out of my RV. It was very distracting. No, we will keep the fifth wheel, but maybe trade my Subaru for a van so we can go to more places like park right on the beach, front. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Good idea. That saying of mine came from when my daughter came in one day and asked me how old I was. That's what I told her about being older than dirt. I know it's just a saying. I'm one of those people, sometimes I want to, if I'm in the mood, I'll break down people's common sayings like, well, I like when people say, to be honest with you, well, were you lying all the time before? You know what I mean? Nobody's lying to you all the time, but it's just funny how we have these sayings. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I didn't make sure I didn't fit. Congrats on paying off one of those debts. It's always nice to be free of debt. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I am working hard to do it. I in my other video when I was going to Bike Week, I pointed out my scooter. I traded in a Gullwing. I had a Gullwing, which is the big cruiser. Traded that down for the scooter. So I got out of that debt. I had a Power Stroke diesel Ford F-250, big monster truck. Excuse me. I traded out of that to downsize to get into a smaller payment. So hopefully I'll be able to pay that truck off in a year. Should be hopefully within 12 months, should not be a problem. I'm hoping to do it within 10 months, but maybe not. 12 months, more realistic. And let's see here. Yes, it's exciting. Very exciting. So what is anybody doing this weekend? I already shared what I was doing. We got to get off of here in a few minutes. So what is anybody else doing this weekend? Like I said, I'm going to go to Bike Week tomorrow. I still got the rest of today. I don't have to do anything else. Maybe I'll just party by myself. I need to get some local friends to party with, I guess. Anybody close by want to party? Come on by. I can get a campfire going. Like I said, I have a big area here. It's not all mine to utilize, but there's a lot of space. I mean, I could fly a kite here. I could fly my radio-controlled airplanes and drones. I can drive my RC cars and trucks. I can have a campfire. I can circle the wagons, and we can have our own little party, block everybody from seeing in at night, and have a bonfire right here. There's a liquor store down the street if you want to go buy some liquor. There's a convenience store right down the street. Grocery store a few more miles down the street. We could have a serious party here. Let's see. My sister just bought some property on the water about about an hour from here. She's going to be there all weekend. She just closed on the property. She's super excited. Got a boat on the water. It's great. Let's see here. Megan says, laugh out loud. I took a history of rock and roll class. What? When I was down at IPFW. country kind of evolved out of field songs and such far way back. Yeah, sure. We got our COVID shot. Congratulations. Working on RV, getting it ready. Okay. I had some work on my RV. I need to go take that class because the guy changed out a capacitor or a relay and it was expensive. And I don't know if he charged me for diagnosing it and he looked at the air conditioner, but it was almost $300. So hopefully Grand Design will pay for it because I'm under warranty on some of these things. I am picking up a door tomorrow, hoping to work on the house some more. Maybe get out in the garden if the wind dies down. Okay, sounds fun. Yes, sir. We got Pfizer James Cantonese. All right. Cool. Great. I forgot what I was. Okay, wait. I missed a comment here. We are head to our camp in the Glades. Sweet. How big is your camp? Can I come camp there? How big is it? My sister's got a place on the water. Like I said, it's in a place called Astor, which is west of Ormond Beach on Highway 40, I think, heading to the National Forest, in Ocala National Forest. It's not very big because she invited us to go party and do like a housewarming party. And I said, can I bring my RV and park in your yard? And she says, the yard's not big enough. Drag. But there's campgrounds nearby. Yeah, I don't want to be in a campground nearby. I guess if I could ride my bike, I guess it depends on how close near is. All right, we've already did these. We got the same weekend RV in both shots. Oh, your picture. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you talking about that. Is a beautiful picture. Really is a good picture. I'm amazed how these phone camera, if that's a phone camera, my phone takes such great pictures. I'm really happy with it. Only way to get to our camp is by airboat. Okay. I had to put my camper on pontoons, I guess. That's a very secluded spot. So hopefully there's no airboat pirates out there that will come raid it while you're not there. Maybe you got it booby trapped. That would be good to have it booby trapped. Yeah, there's always, I remember as a kid growing up, we loved to go out in the woods and find a secluded place to hang out because we didn't have to worry about cops busting in, barging in because they couldn't drive there. They'd have to walk there. So we could definitely go party real hard out in the woods and get stupid and not worry about cops busting us up. So we love that. That's what I love about where I live. There's always woods somewhere nearby to go escape and get away from the concrete jungle. Anyone's welcome and we could pick them up. That's cool. That's great. Thank you. Well, it's as RVers, we love to have our own toilets, right? We love to bring our own toilets with us or buckets, as some of you van lifers refer to, like Ray sharing his bucket. I like my woods here. Yeah, man, I love the woods. I don't want to live in a city. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of fun over there, but I don't know, man. It's just nice to go out in the woods. And I mean, I don't know how to dance, but I've been to dance clubs and they're great, but I don't know how to dance. I'm not very good at it. So I'm sure I look horrible on the dance floor. We have full bathrooms and bunk rooms. That's awesome. That's very nice. Yes, that's beautiful. But when I go to a campground, they have full bathrooms too, but I still like to use mine. But yes, that will work. Sometimes I say things without thinking, but yes, thank you. That's awesome. Bring the outhouse on trailer. Laugh out loud. Yes. Yes. Well, nowadays you got those little spring-loaded pop-up things. They pop up and they surrounds you and you can use the toilet right there out in the middle of nowhere. You can just pop that thing up and you have privacy. I definitely like to get one of those. For the, if you're traveling down the interstate and you can't make it to the rest area, you got to pull off, pop that thing out, and keeps people from seeing what you're doing. I know they have these changing rooms for campsites. I don't know how much time it takes to set that up. But I think those little springy things would work really well, All right, well, we got 5 more minutes and we can get out of here and start the Friday night party. We're gonna have the Friday night party. I don't know if there's anybody going live right now, but I know Traveling Robert goes live usually at 6 or 6:30. I know Ray loves his bucket. Hey, don't get me wrong. I use a bucket many times in my personal vehicle. I mean, when I cut lawns for a living, I had a utility trailer to pull my lawn equipment. And I had a bucket always in the back of my pickup. And if I didn't want to leave the job and go to a convenience store and, I'd go right there in the back of my utility trailer. I've done it in my pickup truck, believe it or not. I have an extra cab. At the time I had a extended cab. Now I have a crew cab, so it's a little easier, but I had a super cab. I did it in the back of the super cab before. I mean, I ain't that proud. I got to go. You got to go. Yes, I can bring my own bucket. No, I don't prefer the bucket. If you guys van life, I prefer my RV. I got a nice, huge bathroom I paid top dollar for. Well, not top dollar, but, I like it. I like my first RV, I didn't get to really pick it out. It picked me out because it was one of my lawn customers I had. And I said, if you're ever going to sell that RV, let me know. And a couple years later, I got a phone call. You still interested in our RV? And I said, I'll be there in half an hour. So I literally drove over there and picked it up. And I couldn't stand the shower curtain thing. You're taking a shower, the hot air rises, right? And the cold air comes under the shower curtain, blows the shower curtain against you, and you're trying to take a shower, and the shower curtain's sticking to your leg, to your arm, because the shower is only this big. So you can't get away from the shower curtain. So I was like, next RV I get is going to have a hard shower curtain so the wind won't blow it to me. So that was a requirement. So I got that. The other requirement was, was a sliding door to block the bedroom off from the living area. So, because when you got a couple with different sleeping patterns, it's always good to be able to block that off. So the person who wants to sleep can sleep. And the one who wants to stay up won't bother the one who sleeps. And then the other requirement was the slide out, when it was closed, didn't interfere with the function. So when that slide out is in, I can still access the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen area, the refrigerator. We can access the TV. We can access everything except one cabinet. Can't get to one cabinet. And it's not easy to reach the thermostat if I wanted to turn on the AC, but typically I'm not going to turn on the AC because I don't have enough electricity to run it when I'm boondocking. Nap time. Yes, it's time to end this live. When did I get this RV? I got this RV a year from the last Thanksgiving, a year ago. There was an RV show in Tampa in October. It was a smaller RV show. It wasn't the super RV show. But as soon as I saw it, the layout with the recliners in front of the entertainment center, oh, it was perfect. Almost perfect. Not perfect. It was just what I wanted. And bought it that day. Of course, we couldn't take it that day, but we bought it that day. And we got delivery right before Thanksgiving. Yes, great selling point. Yes, all those points were really important. I didn't have the money to spend on other things that I would have liked, like a fiberglass side outside. It's fiberglass. This is not. It's aluminum siding. So, and I don't have all the bells and whistles, but it's definitely a nice RV. So I love it. Okay, we'll see you guys later, Ray. We got to get out of here. Made me yawn. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I appreciate all you guys. It's going to be the top of the hour. I'm joking. It was Robert who yawned first, James Cantonese. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where that yawn came from. I don't know. I mean, I stay up late typically and get up early for work because I only need really about 6 to 5 hours and I can function fine. But that yawn just came out of nowhere. I guess from sitting around a lot. As long as you love it, it's all that matters. I do love my RV. I like it a lot. Now, I would love to eventually get a toy hauler. Grand Design makes a travel trailer toy hauler, so I wouldn't mind getting one of those, even though I can't afford any toys except my scooter. That would be nice to have a toy hauler to put the kayak and the scooter in the back, but no big deal. It's all good. All right, it's 4 o'clock, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in. It was a lot of fun, and I don't want to keep you guys from your Friday, and I'm getting dry mouth from talking so much. So, let's see. Tomorrow, Gina's doing Meant to Be RVing live this evening. So Gina's doing that tonight because Meant to Be RVing has no Wi-Fi signal. So that's a bummer because I was looking forward to the scavenger hunt. That was fun. And then tomorrow, the regular lineup on Saturday nights with Ray and Gina and Van Vita Travels, with Paula. So that's up tomorrow night. So like I said, you got Van Life Rocks, you got Van Life with Gina, you got Van Vita Travels, if I get that right. That's tomorrow night, Saturday. Go check out those videos or check out the lives. They're going to be partying hard tomorrow night. So thanks for coming in, and I'll hopefully have a video ready for Tuesday. I'm working on my next video Tuesday. Yeah, I was listening with my headphones while I was working. Haha. Now I got to find something else to listen to. Or you could come up. Oh, you're working. That's right. You're at work. Loving Life Hitched Up just put up a video, but I don't know of a live. Okay, cool. All right. Yes, you got to find something else to listen to because I can't keep talking and rambling on. It's not that interesting to me. When you guys talk, it's interesting, but when I'm talking, not so much. Love DJ, get back to work. Get back to work. Well, you can find something else to listen to. You can put up one of my videos and listen to it instead of watch it. How about that? That would be cool. I could put up my video while this live stream is running, and you could listen to it while my live stream is running. You could do that. All right. Yeah, hopefully I'll have a new video edited for next Tuesday and heading to bike week and a lot of editing to do before then. Oh my goodness, there it comes again. There's that yawn again. All right. Nobody wants to come up. Nobody else is talking. So let's end this thing. Thank you guys very much for your support. I appreciate you very much. You're a blessing. And have a wonderful weekend.